Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel KT Math World. Hello friends, welcome to the fourth lecture of inverse trigonometric function. Today we see the questions which are left from exercise 2.2. Prove that example number 3 and 4. Two questions are there. Okay. You have to prove this one. Tan inverse of 2 by 11 plus tan inverse of 7 by 24 equals to tan inverse 1 by 2. Firstly, you can see this is tan inverse x plus tan inverse y format. So if you remember the formula properly, then this is the formula you can see here. So you can compare this question with your formula. So tan inverse x plus tan inverse y. So this is our x and this is our y. Firstly, we need to check the product of x and y. You can see here formula works on, or formula is applicable on the product. Which one is applicable, that we have to decide firstly. Okay, so firstly, product of x and y, that is 2 by 11 into 7 by 24. So how much product? 2 sevens are 14, 14 over, or you can cancel it out, 12. So you got 7 over 11 into 12. Obviously, you can see the numerator is less than denominator. You can see denominator is too large. It means this product is obviously less than 1. It means x into y is less than 1. It means first formula is applicable. Okay, so now using that formula, so first you can consider these as left hand side. Okay, you can write in exam left hand side, then you can start this one. Okay, so as we discussed, product is less than 1. So this formula is applicable. X plus y, so x is this one and y is this one, 7 by 24. So 2 by 11 plus 7 by 24 over 1 minus x into y, using this formula. Okay, so now we have to simplify this one. No need to cancel it out, just consider the LCM. Keep the LCM of numerator and denominator same, so that we can directly cancel out the LCM of numerator as well as denominator. Okay, so right now considering LCM, so you got 24 2s are 48, same way 11 7s are 77. Then 11 into 24, you can calculate easily on calculator. So tan inverse of this is 48 plus 77. Then 11 into 24, you got 264. 264 minus 7 2s are 14. Whatever your LCM is 11 into 24, same way 11 into 24, that will be the LCM for denominator. So that LCM directly cancel out. Okay, so now 48 plus 77, so you can easily add these two number, and this is the subtraction gives you how much? 250, and in numerator you got 125. So you can see that tan inverse of 125 over 10 over 250. So by cancellation you got 1 over 2 left. What is left? 1 over 2. So what is the answer? Tan inverse 1 by 2. That is your right hand side, you can see. So first result over. Okay, see the next question. 2 times tan inverse 1 by 2 plus tan inverse 1 by 7. Firstly, we can consider, we have to prove these results. So we will consider these as left hand side over. Okay, then afterward we can start. Due to space, I am not going to consider left hand side. I will directly start the calculation. Okay, so firstly, you can see here tan inverse x plus tan inverse y format is there. Okay, but here if you see it properly, then here 2 is as a multiple, so you cannot use directly formula. here you can see here 2 is as a multiple, so you cannot use directly this formula. Okay, so firstly this is 2 times, so you can write it twice. It means tan inverse 1 by 2 plus tan inverse 1 by 2. Then afterward you can use this formula. So 2 times can be written as this way, tan inverse 1 by 2 plus tan inverse 1 by 2. This tan inverse 1 by 7 as it is. Okay, so now you can see this is tan inverse x plus tan inverse y format. Okay, so now check the product. To apply the formula, firstly you need to decide the product value. Product value is less than 1, greater than 1 or equals to 1. Okay, so if we check the product, then 1 by 2 into 1 by 2, that should be 1 by 4. Obviously numerator is smaller than denominator, so this product must be a less than 1. So you can again apply which formula? First formula only. So tan inverse of sum of these two numbers. This is your x and this is your y. Sum of these two number over 1 minus product of these two number. Okay, so we can write tan inverse 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2. Tan inverse 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2 over 1 minus 1 by 2 into 1 by 2 using this formula. Okay, this one as it is tan inverse 1 by 7 as it is. Okay, now again numerator LCM is 2 but denominator LCM is 4. So to calculate easily we can keep LCM same for numerator and denominator both. Okay, so that's why I am going to consider LCM of numerator 4. So this 2 got multiplied, same way 2 got multiplied here, so 2 plus 2, and for your denominator 2 2s are 4, so 4 into 1, so you got 4 minus 1. So just simplification is there, and directly LCM of numerator and denominator cancel out. Okay, so you got 2 plus 2 over 4 minus 1. This one again as it is. So we get in the next step 2 plus 2, that is 4, 4 minus 1, that is 3. So 4 by 3 plus 1 by 3. So again if you see it properly, then again you got which format? This format again. So again check the product firstly. So 4 by 3 into 1 by 7. 4 by 3 into 1 by 7. So what should be the answer? 4 by 21. Again denominator is larger than numerator. It means this product must be less than 1. If less than 1, then again you can apply this formula. Okay, so now tan inverse of addition of these two number 4 by 3 and 1 by 7 over 1 minus product of that two number. So we can write tan inverse of 4 by 3 plus 1 by 7 over 1 minus 4 by 3 into 1 by 7. Okay, so now considering LCM. Now considering LCM, so you can easily see that 7 4s are 28, 3 1s are 3, LCM of numerator 21, same way LCM of denominator 21. Okay, so that LCM directly cancel out. So in the next step you can write tan inverse of 7 4s are 28, 3 1s are 3, 7 3s are 21 minus 4. Okay, so now we get 28 plus 3, so that will become now 31. 21 minus 4, that is 17. It means you got your right hand side. You can see. Okay, so this question over. Next question. Find the value of each of the expressions in question number 16 to 18. So this is your question number 16 firstly. Sine inverse of sine 2 pi by 3. Okay, this is like sine inverse of sine x. Sine inverse of sine x. What is the answer? Answer should be x. But when? Condition is important. Whenever your x lies in your range. What is the range of sine inverse? Close interval minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. Right now you can see angle is 2 pi by 3. X is your 2 pi by 3. 2 pi by 3, it means 2 pi by 3. It means 2 into pi by 3, that is 60. So 2 into 60, that is 120. And you can clearly see that this 120 degree not lies in this interval. Okay, so you cannot put directly answer x. It means you cannot put directly answer 2 pi by 3. Okay, so 2 pi by 3, that is 120 degree as we decide. So 120 it means second quadrant. So with the help of second quadrant we can express it. So 2 pi by 3 can be written as pi minus pi by 3 by LCM. By considering LCM you can easily see that 3 pi minus pi, 3 pi minus pi, that is 2 pi by 3. Pi, that is 180. If you don't understood in radian measure, then this is your degree measure. 180 minus 60, that should be 120. This is okay. That's why we can express it this way. So pi minus pi by 3. Okay. So now pi minus theta, which quadrant? Okay, firstly we can express it this way. Sine inverse of sine of pi minus pi by 3. Okay, pi minus theta, which quadrant? According to all STC, pi minus theta, it means second quadrant, and in second quadrant sine will be positive. So answer of this one at pi function unchanged. At pi function unchanged. So what is the answer of sine of pi minus pi by 3? What is the answer? You got at pi function unchanged. So what is the answer? Sine pi by 3. So here you got sine inverse of sine pi by 3 in the next step. Okay, now pi by 3, that is 60 degree, you can see. Pi by 3, that is 60 degree, and 60 degree obviously lies in this interval. Pi by 3, that is 60 degree, and this 60 degree obviously lies in this interval. That's why this time you can use this formula, sine inverse of sine x, that is equals to x. Why? Because this x this time lies in this interval. So what should be the answer? Pi by 3. Okay, next question. Tan inverse of tan 3 pi by 4. So again it is almost similar to previous question. Tan inverse of tan x. What is the answer? Again x. But when? What is the condition? What is the range for tan inverse? Open interval minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. If your this x lies in this interval minus pi by 2 to pi by 2, then you can put directly answer x. Otherwise not. So 3 pi by 4. 3 pi by 4, it means 45. So 5 3s are 15. 4 3s are 12. 12 plus 1, that is 135. So again you can see this is second quadrant, and second quadrant is not possible for this one. Okay, so second quadrant. So with the help of second quadrant it means we can express it by this way, pi minus theta. So we can use it. So 3 pi by 4, you can see here 3 pi by 4. How can we write 3 pi by 4? So pi minus pi by 4. By considering LCM, 4 pi minus pi, that is 3 pi by 4. So we can write 3 pi by 4 as pi minus pi by 4. You can see that. Okay, now second quadrant. In second quadrant tan function is negative. So what should be the answer? At pi function unchanged. So answer will be negative, and answer will be which one? Minus 10 pi by 4. So answer of this whole thing, that is how much? Minus 10 pi by 4. So we get tan inverse of minus 10 pi by 4. Okay, so now this is like which one? Or you can calculate from here on two ways. If you consider this whole thing as x, 10 pi by 4 as x, then you got like this, tan inverse of minus x. Tan inverse of minus x. For negative value, negative sign directly outside using your formula. So you got which one? Minus tan inverse x. And what is your x? X, that is 10 pi by 4. So what you get? Minus tan inverse of which one? 10 pi by 4. Okay. So in the next step you can see that minus tan inverse of 10 pi by 4. So now you can see this. This is like tan inverse of 10x. And what is your range for tan inverse? Minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. Then you can see this time x is your pi by 4. X is your pi by 4. So obviously pi by 4 lies in this range. So that's why you can write answer which one? This minus, as it is an answer of this thing, that is how much? Pi by 4. So you got minus pi by 4 answer. Okay, now next question. Tan of sine inverse 3 by 5 plus cot inverse 3 by 2. Okay, here addition is there, and we don't have directly formula for addition for sine inverse and cot inverse. So that's why firstly we convert both these function to tan inverse. And to convert the function in terms of tan inverse, we can use Pythagorean law or triangle method, we can say. So sine it means opposite over hypotenuse. Opposite over hypotenuse. So what is your opposite? 3. Hypotenuse, that is 5. So we know that how to calculate this side. By Pythagorean law we can easily calculate. So this value must be 4. Very familiar triangle, we can say very popular triangle of Pythagorean. So if you want to write this value in terms of tan inverse, then what can we write? Tan inverse of opposite over adjacent. So what should be the value? Tan inverse of which one? 3 by 4 for this first one. Okay, same way cot inverse. So we have the formula cot inverse x. So that can be easily converted into tan inverse. You have two formula for this, x greater than 0 and x less than 0. You have two formula. If x greater than 0, then you can directly write the reciprocal value. So what is the formula? Whenever x is greater than 0, you can directly write tan inverse of 1 by x. So using both these, you can see that. You can see whatever we discussed, that thing here in this triangle also. 3, 5 and this is 4. Okay. I'm going to rub everything now. Okay. So this is the formula. Cot inverse x, that is equal to tan inverse 1 over x. This is your x. 3 by 2. Obviously positive value. So you can use this formula. So tan inverse 1 by x. So you can see that in the next step, tan of tan inverse of 3 by 4 plus tan inverse, just you need to consider reciprocal value. So 2 by 3. So now you got which format? Tan inverse x plus tan inverse y format. So firstly you need to check the product. Like this, using this formula, tan inverse x plus tan inverse y. So what is the product? Product will be, I'm going to express it here. Product will be 3 by 4 into 2 by 3. So what is the product? 3 got cancelled out. 2 by 4. So that should be 1 by 2. 1 by 2, it means product is less than 1. If less than 1, then again we can use the first formula. So using this first formula, you can write tan of tan inverse of 3 by 4 plus 2 by 3 over 1 minus 3 by 4 into 2 by 3. Okay. So now tan of tan inverse of by LCM. You can see here by LCM 3 3s are 9, 4 2s are 8. No need to cancel it out. Just keep the LCM of numerator and denominator same, so that directly LCM will be cancelled out. So 4 3s are 12, 12 minus 6. Okay. So 9 plus 8, that will be 17. And both are now inverse of each other. So you got tan of tan inverse of 9 plus 8, that is 17, 12 minus 6, that is 6. So now both are inverse of each other. Outside is tan function and range for tan is R. So no need to check the range for tan. Okay. So what should be the answer? 17 by 6. That will be your answer. Okay. Now, next one. Question number 19. Cos inverse of cos 7 pi by 6. Okay. Cos inverse of cos 7 pi by 6. For cos inverse, what is the range for cos inverse? Cos inverse of cos x. Answer will be x. But whenever this x lies in the range of cos inverse. What is the range? 0 to 5. Okay. So now this time this is pi by 6, that is 30. 30 into 7. 30 into 7, that is 210. 30 into 7, that is 210. So which quadrant? Obviously third quadrant. Third quadrant. So third quadrant can be expressed. If you know it properly, then you have this structure: theta, pi minus theta, pi plus theta, something like that, and 2 pi minus theta. So pi plus theta, third quadrant, pi plus theta. So with the help of that you can express it. So pi plus. That's why here 7 pi by 6 can be expressed as pi plus pi by 6. 6 pi plus pi, that is 7 pi by 6. You can see here. Okay, one bracket is missing here, like this. Okay, so now pi plus theta, third quadrant. So using all STC, Only tan is positive while cos is negative. So what is the answer of this whole thing? At pi function unchanged, but value will be negative. Cos function is negative in third quadrant. So what should be the answer? Minus cos pi by 6. So we get cos inverse of minus cos pi by 6. Okay. Now this is like which one? Cos inverse of, if you consider this thing as x, then you got cos inverse of minus x. What is the formula for cos inverse of minus x? Pi minus cos inverse of x. Okay, so using that we get pi minus cos inverse of cos pi by 6. Here still one bracket is missing. Okay, so now this is like cos inverse of cos x. And range of cos inverse, what is the range of cos inverse? 0 to pi. A range of cos inverse, that is 0 to pi. So cos inverse of cos x, what should be the answer? X. But whenever that x lies in this range. So 30 degree obviously lies in this range. So you got pi minus pi by 6. Now we can consider LCM. So 6 pi minus pi, that is 5 pi. 5 pi by 6. So that should be your answer. Next question. Question number 20. Sine of pi by 3 minus sine inverse of minus 1 by 2. So this is known value if you see it properly. First group function, negative value. Or you can use this formula, sine inverse of minus x. What is the formula? Only directly minus sign outside. So you got minus sine inverse of x. What is your x? X is 1 by 2. So here you got minus minus plus. So you got plus sine inverse of 1 by 2. Or you can directly use also negative value, first group function. So fourth quadrant, clockwise direction you can write. So what should be the answer? Sine 30, that is 1 by 2. So what should be the direct answer of this one? Minus of which one? Sine 30. 38 means pi by 6. So direct answer of this one, that is minus pi by 6. Or this way also you can calculate. So minus minus plus. Okay. Two way you can calculate. So I have calculated this way. First group function, negative value. So fourth quadrant, clockwise direction. Fourth quadrant, clockwise direction. So negative. Hope you remember the structure properly. Just we need to remember this structure. Okay, so minus angle for fourth quadrant. So minus and 1 by 2, that is sine 30. That's why you got minus pi by 6. So now minus minus plus. So you got sine of pi by 3 plus pi by 6. So 60 plus 30, that should be 90. 90, that is sine pi by 2, and sine 90, that is 1. So that will be your answer. Question number 21. Okay. Now positive value. So from first quadrant you can write. Obviously tan 60, that is root 3, known value. Tan 60, that is root 3. 60, it means pi by 3. So what should be the answer for this one? What should be the answer? 60, it means pi by 3. Minus. Negative value you can see. Negative value and second group function. So second quadrant, it means pi minus. You can express it by pi minus. So root 3 is there. Forget this negative sign. So root 3. What is the value of root 3 in terms of cot? Tan 30, that is 1 over root 3. So cot 30, that will be root 3. 30, it means pi by 6. So what should be the answer of this one? Pi minus pi by 6. So in the next step you get pi by 3 minus pi by 6. Now consider LCM. Or firstly you can open this bracket. This is 60 minus minus plus. So minus pi and minus minus plus pi by 6. This is 60 degree and this is 30 degree. So 60 plus 30. 60 plus 30, that will be 90. So you got pi by 2. Pi by 2 minus pi. Again pi by 2 minus pi, that will be minus pi by 2. That will be your answer. Okay. This was your question. Now Question number 14 and 15. If sine of sine inverse 1 by 5 plus cos inverse x equals to 1, then find the value of x. We have to find the value of x. Okay. So this is the thing that is given. So you can consider firstly that sine of sine inverse 1 by 5 plus cos inverse x, that is equals to 1. Okay, now suppose you consider this whole thing as x, then you got something like this, sine x equals to 1. Sine x equals to 1. If you remove this sine function from this side, then this sine function convert on that side to sine inverse. So we can say x equals to sine inverse 1. So we can see that in the next step, sine on that side converted to sine inverse. This sine converted to sine inverse on that side, sine inverse 1. And what is the answer of sine inverse 1? Pi by 2. Sine 90, that is 1. Sine 90, that is 1. So answer will be pi by 2. Okay. So in the next step we get sine inverse 1 by 5. And at the same time taking this cos inverse x on that side. Answer of this one, that is pi by 2. And cos inverse x on this side. So you get this one, pi by 2 minus cos inverse x. Okay. Moreover, we have another formula. This one, sine inverse x plus cos inverse x. That is pi by 2. Okay, this is the formula. So here you have this one, pi by 2 minus cos inverse x. So taking cos inverse x on that side. So what we get? Sine inverse x, that is equals to pi by 2 minus cos inverse x. So this can be written as pi by 2 minus cos inverse x can be written as sine inverse x. So replacing that value, so we get sine inverse 1 by 5 equals to sine inverse x. Now, every inverse function is 1, 1 as well as 1, 2. So as this function is 1, 1. As this function is 1, 1. So we get here 1 by 5 equals to x. Don't cancel it out. Don't cancel it out. Okay. Due to this 1, 1 function, you will see this 1, 1 function in lesson number 1. Okay. So we will not discuss any more on that. So you get answer 1 by 5 equals to x. Okay. So this is your answer. Okay. Now next question. If tan of this one, tan inverse of x minus 1 over x minus 2 plus tan inverse of this one equals to pi by 4, then again you have to find the value of x. Almost similar question to this one. But this is, suppose you consider this as x and this as y. Then you got tan inverse x plus tan inverse y. Okay. So tan inverse x plus tan inverse y, we can use that formula. So firstly whatever given we can consider it. Now considering this as x and this as y. So you got tan inverse x plus tan inverse y. Okay. So now using the first formula. So you got tan inverse addition of these two over 1 minus product of that two. Okay. Using the formula we can write this way. Okay. Now suppose you want to remove this tan inverse function from this side. Then tan inverse on that side convert to tan. Okay. So in the next step, at the same time considering LCM also. So this x plus 2 got multiplied to x minus 1. X minus 2 got multiplied to x plus 1. Same way this x minus 2 into x plus 2 got multiplied to 1. In short, LCM is there. Just simplification is there. And whatever LCM of numerator and denominator, that will be same. So you can cancel it out directly. Okay. So this is your LCM, and at the same time taking this tan inverse function on that side. So tan inverse converted on this side to which function? Tan. So you got here 10 pi by 4. Now what is the value of 10 pi by 4? 1. And now simplify this one. So you got x square plus something like that. When you open this bracket, you got x square plus 2x minus x minus 2. Just we write the expansion, x square minus 2x plus x minus 2. Same way for denominator. This is like a minus b into a plus b. A minus b into a plus b. So here you can write a square minus b square. So you got x square minus 4. Same way here, a minus b into a plus b. So you got here x square minus 1. Okay. So now, what is cancel? You can see twice x got cancel out. Minus x minus x and plus x cancel out. So what is left in numerator? X square plus x square, it means 2 times x square. Minus 2 minus 2, it means minus 4 left. While when you open this bracket, so this x square got cancelled out with this one. So what is left? 2x square minus 4 in numerator, while in denominator minus 4. When you open this, minus minus plus 1. So minus 4 plus 1, that will be minus 3. That is equals to 1. Taking this minus 3 on that side, so you got 2x square minus 4, that is equals to minus 3. Okay, so minus 4 on that side gives you 4 minus 8, that will be 1. So x square, that is 1 by 2. X square, that will be 1 by 2. Taking root, so root may be positive or negative. So you got plus or minus 1 by root 2. That will be your answer as per your new syllabus. Otherwise, you need to replace this value here and you have to verify that which value gives you answer pi by 4. Now that is not given in your syllabus, in your new syllabus. So we will not discuss on that. Okay. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, then like it, share it and subscribe my channel KT Math World for more videos. Thank you.